Okay, open up your books to chapter 4. We're on page 95. 95. This is called Divine Design. It's based on the design of the universe. And this is James Tour, who is a nanoscientist. I don't even understand what that is. I think it's like little teeny things. You can't see. Only a rookie who knows nothing about science would say science takes away from faith. If you really study science, it will bring you closer to God. The astronomical evidence for God must be strong, and when atheistic physicists admit that the universe exploded out of nothingness, and the agnostic astronomers claim that supernatural forces were so at work in the beginning that scientists are led back to a band of theologians who have been sitting there for centuries. That was all in chapter 3. But the scientific evidence for God does not end with the cosmological argument. For many, the precision with which the universe exploded into being provides even more persuasive evidence for the existence of God. This evidence, technically known as the teleological argument, derives its name from the Greek word telos, which means design. The teleological argument goes like this. 1. Every design had a designer. 2. The universe has a highly complex design. 3. Therefore, the universe had a designer. Isaac Newton implicitly confirmed the validity of the teleological argument when he marveled at the design of our solar system. He wrote, "This most beautiful system of sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being." Yet it was William Paley who made the argument famous by his common sense assertion that every watch requires a watchmaker. Imagine you're walking along in the woods and you find a diamond-studded Rolex on the ground. What do you conclude is the cause of that watch? The wind and the rain? Erosion? Some combination of natural forces? Of course not. There's absolutely no question in your mind that some intelligent being made the watch and that some unfortunate individual must have accidentally dropped it there. Scientists are now finding that the universe in which we live is like that diamond-studded Rolex, except the universe is even more precisely designed than that watch. In fact, the universe is specifically tweaked to enable life on Earth, a planet with scores of improbable and interdependent life-supporting conditions that make it a tiny oasis in a vast and hostile universe. These highly precise and interdependent environmental conditions, which are called anthropic constants, make up what is known as the anthropic principle. Anthropic comes from the Greek word that means human or man. The anthropic principle is just a fancy title for the mounting evidence that has many scientists believing that the universe is extremely fine-tuned, designed to support human life here on Earth. In this vast and hostile universe, we Earthlings are much like astronauts who can survive only in the small confines of their spaceship. Like a spaceship, our Earth supports life as it hurls through lifeless space. But also like a spaceship, a slight change or malfunction in any one of a number of factors in either the universe or the Earth itself could fatally alter the narrowly defined environmental conditions we need to survive. Apollo 13, one of the most challenging and famed missions in the history of NASA, will help drive this point home. We're going to spend the next few pages on aboard Apollo 13. And as we do, we'll point out some of the anthropic constants that make their lives possible. So you're going to read up until um, page 104. You're going to stop where it says the anthropic principle. The design is in the details. So read that, and then once you're done reading that, I'll come back and we'll discuss the engage questions. So we're going to do the chapter 4 emboldened questions. There's just 3 of them, and we're done for today. When you look at God's creation, what comes to mind?
Like precision, like
Precision, complexity. What else? Yes. Yeah, there had to be intention behind it. What else? Yeah. I wrote down the beauty and precision and immensity of it. A long time ago, more than 30 years ago, because Josh is 34 now and he was probably 2-ish. And we didn't have any other kids at that time. Jeff and I and Josh went up to northern Minnesota to my best friend's cabin. And we were out on the lake, and they had this big pontoon boat, and we were all lying down on the pontoon boat looking up at the stars, the wash of stars, and we saw parts of the northern lights that night as well. And I'm lying down on my back, and I'm looking up at the stars, and I'm just marveling in the stars, and I'm like, wow, so many stars. There's just hundreds and hundreds of stars. And it's such a clear night. There's only those wispy clouds up there. And my husband, who's very kind and very gentle, said, that's the Milky Way. That was just more stars that we couldn't see as clearly as the other stars. And it just floored me, the immensity of what God created. So, number 2, why do you believe the magnitude and magnificence of the universe could not possibly be an accident? Let's put it this way. Anybody ever seen a car accident?
I literally saw it this morning. Lillian did not.
Someone in first hour did too. Was it the same one?
Yes, yeah, it was the same one. We were all on roller coaster.
Oh, bummer.
Everybody,
were you late for school?
People were just slamming.
No, I just drove on the grass.
Yeah,
Oh wow, you were almost in it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, it happened.
You're gonna be a pilot too, because that was a good move.
Well, Lillian was like at the front of it.
Yeah.
And I think she like slammed on her brakes and then.
I was in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And then I was at the end of it.
Yeah.
Everyone was driving around. I didn't know if I was supposed to.
So think about that accident, if you saw it. Think about some accident, some car accident you've seen. Do the cars look better after that?
No.
Do they work better after that?
No.
No. Accidents never work. There's never been an explosion that put together I don't know, the statue of David that Michelangelo made. He designed that, right? Michelangelo. And so there's no such thing as a precise and helpful accident. And to say that nothing created what's here is not a cause. Nothing is not a cause. Is everything that it's come to be had a cause. Law of causality again, right? And then also the universe is so precisely tuned, fine-tuned. And you haven't even read all of it yet. It's phenomenally precisely fine-tuned, and we wouldn't expect in our day, not with our world, that something like a table just came by accident, right? We wouldn't think that. But that's what people believe about the universe, even though it's far more complex than anything else. What proofs can you offer that support the divine design of the universe? You'll have more. You really only have one at this point. What is it? What? What's it called? Surge? Surge? No, not surge. Not surge. The teleological argument. This is the argument from design. The argument for the beginning of the universe and the beginner of the universe. That there's a beginner of the universe because of design. So for now, the teleological argument is the only thing that you can probably put your hat on, but you'll get more as we go through this. Yes. Just design. Telos is design in Greek, I believe. So it's the argument on design. Okay, that's it for today. You can chat. Don't forget that on Wednesday is your New Testament, Old Testament test.